There's Elf and the reindeer playing Twister. And, hey guys! I didn't even hear you come in. How are you guys doing? I know what you guys are here for, and we're sorry it's a little bit late, but we had so many unforeseen things happen that we had to postpone the video for this week, the update video. So, I mean, we had a concert that came up that I didn't know anything about that Stinky sang in, and we got our fingers crossed that we might put some of the footage up from that concert. I mean, he did sing a solo, but the song that I want to put up is a little silly song, but we're trying to get the film footage for that. But fingers crossed. Yeah. And then also, I found out not only does Stinky Elf playing with my blocks, now Grandma is taking off with my counters now. Now I have nothing to count with. But we're not here for a Advent calendar video. We're here for the weekly update video, aren't we? So let's get right into it. First thing we always announce is this week's honorary Elf of the Week. Yeah, and that is none other than Linda Rick. Hopefully that's how you pronounce it, W-R-I-C-K. Well, hopefully, darling, I didn't mess that up too much. But congratulations, you're this week's honorary Elf of the Week. Yeah. And if anybody else wants to be the Elf of the Week, all you gotta do is do as Linda does. She commented and she posted and she just liked a lot of our posts. Yeah, and we noticed that. So she's this week's Elf of the Week. Next week, who knows? It might be you. Now, moving right along, we got to the new segment that we just added a couple weeks ago. It's the hot seat. I wish I had a sound effect to go right there, like bacon frying or something. Yeah. And as you know, this week's hot seat person that's sitting on the hot seat. I can't say that big long word. I can't even pronounce it. Anyway, this week's was none other than Grandma Elf, and we got a couple 3 questions for her, and we were really glad that you guys sent them in. So, what were the questions? Well, let's ask her. First question came from Kimberly Haynes, and she wrote, I have a question for Grandma Elf. What is your favorite treat to make? I think I know what this one is, but I'm going to let you tell it. Take it away, Grandma.
Well, Kimberly, I've been around you all a little while now, and as you know, what the main thing that I make every day is cookies. And the one that I would say is my favorite to make is probably the most simple, and that is my Grandma Elf's peanut butter chocolate chip cookie pizza. And I have the recipe, and I'll put it on our page if you'd all like it. But all it has is 5 ingredients: a yellow cake mix, an egg, a 1/3 cup of water, a cup of peanut butter, and a cup of chocolate chips, and a 12-inch pizza pan. That's all it takes to make it. Well, and an oven, of course. So if you want that recipe, I will let you have it. But that is, you know, what everybody around here wants me to make. Cookies. Cookies, cookies, cookies.
Yeah, those cookies are really good. Especially those big old pizza cookies. You have to get the recipe. Now, let's go on to our second question. It comes out to us from none other than Stevie Little Stinker Elf. He's been writing a lot of questions here lately. He wants to know, how do you keep all the other elves under control? They must keep you on your toes. Yeah, I think I might know the answer to this one too. And let's see what she has to say. Take it away, Grandma!
Oh, well, Little Stinker, and that is a cute name, by the way. I have 2 ways to keep everyone around here under control. First is what I just told Kim. Cookies, cookies, cookies. If I feed them enough cookies, they'll go into that sleep mode because they're overly full. But then my second thing I use is I make Santa the bad guy. I say, listen, Santa's watching you, and if you can't be good, he's the one that's going to know it, not me. And that usually gets it every time. Thank you for the question.
It's not nice when she uses Santa Claus like that. No. She has to use it sometimes, especially around Stinky and Porky. Porky likes to sneak the little bacon every once in a while. Anyway, let's move right along, shall we? Last question, our third and final question, comes from St. Nicholas, Mr. Ho Ho Ho. Yeah, he is asking another question. What was your most memorable Christmas? Oh, this should be a good one.
Well, St. Nicholas, my very most memorable favorite, I don't know if I'd call it favorite, Christmas, did not happen on December 25th. My son and his family had moved to Idaho, and they were coming back for Christmas. But as they started to come back, they ran into a humongous snowstorm, so they had to turn back. So we decided that we would wait until spring break when my grandkids were out of school, and they'd come back then. So I left the tree up, and I left the presents under the tree, and I left the stockings hanging on the mantle. Well, they happened to come back on Easter. And so we decided to start calling it Creaster, for Christmas and Easter. So the day really was fun. The kids came over, and we started out with a Easter egg hunt. And let me tell you, the younger kids showed the older kids how to find Easter eggs. They found more than the older kids did put together. Secondly, we came in and we looked at what was in our stocking, which was filled with not only Christmas stuff, but Easter. And then we had my brunch that I always fix at Christmas time, and we all ate together, and then we went over and unwrapped the packages. And it was just special, because not only was it the birth of Christ, but it was his resurrection day. So we kind of combined the two and made a really memorable day. And I think if you'd ask any of my family, that would be one of their number one ones too. Thank you so much for the question. Oh, and by the way, I've enjoyed being on the hot seat. Our temperatures outside have been like 5, 7, 6, and our wind chill's in the minus by double digits. So this hot seat has kind of kept me warm. So I hate to give it up to the next person, but I guess I will. And thank you again for all your questions, and I hope I answered them. And like I said before, if you'd like to have, I'll put that my big cookie recipe on our page so that you can have it if you'd like it. It's very popular. It's also even been used as a reward for the kids in one of the classes that I work at the school too. So they loved it. So anyhow, thank you again for coming, and good luck to the next person on the hot seat.
Wow, that really was a very memorable Christmas. Yeah, Creaster. Anyway, well, that's the end of the questions, and like Grandma said, it's time to pass on the hot seat. Yeah, it has been kind of cold. I kind of wish I was sitting in the hot seat again, because it's getting kind of cold out there in Crewland. But we've got to move it on to somebody who hasn't been it yet. So, next week, have all your burning questions ready, because Shorty Elf will be taking the seat next. Oh, yeah. You haven't got to know her very well. She's only been here for a short period of time. So, get all your questions ready, and ready for her to answer. Now, for the updates, okay, let's try to go through some of them real quick. Last week I mentioned that Stinky has a concert coming up on a week from Thursday, and I gave you the wrong place. That the actual place is not the Orpheum Theater like I thought it was. It has been moved this year to the Scottish Rite Center. And if you look, we'll put a flyer up again. We'll probably put it up once or twice between now and then. It will have all the date and the time and all that good stuff, and how to get in And they're taking like donations of food and stuff like that. Also, we were asked here recently, we heard a rumor that Santa, Shaggy, and maybe a couple other elves might be showing up at First Church of the Nazarene this weekend. Yeah. Be on the lookout for him and them. We'll try to post something coming up about that too. And let's see. There's not very many more weekly update videos before Christmas. In fact, there's only 2 more before Christmas. I can't wait. Yay! Let me think. Make sure you come out to the North Pole Express. We've been there almost every day that it's been open. Oh, and we're anxious to see some of you little guys out there. Come out and see Stinky Elf and Santa Shaggy and sit on Santa Claus's lap and have a good old time. Yeah. And who knows? We can have a good old time in the yard, and you can sit in Santa's sleigh and everything like that. It's really super cool, and you can ring his train bell and everything like that. It's really, really fun. I think I'm missing a few things, but if I forget anything, make sure you check our posts, because I will be updating our posts as far as places where you can meet us at. We're in talks right now of maybe missing out on one night with Santa Claus and actually going to the Orpheum Theater, and I know it's at the Orpheum this time, to go see It's a Wonderful Life next Thursday. Oh, I said a week from Thursday. No, it's next Tuesday is Stinky's concert. See, I keep getting it all mixed up. It's next Tuesday at the Scottish Rite. Next Thursday, we may possibly be at the Orpheum Theater. We don't know yet. I will let you guys know on next week's video. Yeah. And if, like I said, if you've seen some of our shout-outs, we sent out another shout-out the other day. If you would like a shout-out to one of your little ones, or to you, or to somebody you know, just let us know, because I'm happy to do them. We even sent one to St. Nicholas. Yeah. It was kind of a thank you for all the questions he asked all himself. But if you have a little one that really wants a shout out, let us know. I'll be happy to do it. Anyway, I think that's about it for right now. So I guess I will sign off the usual way by saying, see ya, Shaggy out.